Reading a review of the Roku Netflix player box on Boing Boing Gadgets. They give it a pretty favorable review. It still looks like a really neat device, and at $100, it's, that's fairly reasonably priced. Really, if you watch about one movie a month, that could possibly, justify having something like that. And I do so like hooking things up to my television set. I'll probably have to get one of those shortly. One of the interesting things I saw here, though, is that the box is by Roku. It's not by Netflix. And supposedly there's going to be some different streaming services from some other players onto this thing. So that's potentially pretty cool. So it might be another reason to get it, as there might be some more fun things happening to it down the road. Take a look in the links at the surf chair link. Really neat floor-based chair with the monitor arced over the top of you. The only thing is, it doesn't really look like they got a really good setup for the mousing. If the mousing is going to be on the floor, it doesn't look like a very good surf setup. But it could be cool to read online comic books on, that's for sure. Freehand wrist storage puts pocket on your wrist. That's pretty cool. I can always use more pockets. Take a look at the picture in the link. Take a look at this wire button, which is like a little piece of plastic that wraps around your cable and then attaches to a button on your shirt, keeping the cord of, like, say, your headphones under control. Pretty ingenious idea. Engadget linked to Earth Trek, which touts the world's smallest projector. It's a 4-inch by 2-inch mini projector that will throw up a 22-inch diagonal image. Very cool. Really looking forward to these things getting out there and affordable. Not that I know too much about what I will need to do with one. It just seems really cool that you'd be able to carry around something in your pocket and project a decent-sized image anywhere. Engadget's got an article on the Aztec Mentor ebook reader, which comes in at under $200 for a 5-inch version. They also have a 6-inch and a 9.7-inch version. Those are coming out this fall in October. So maybe this fall, October, Christmas, e-ink readers, e-book readers are going to start hitting. That'll be pretty cool. Looking forward to those. Engadget has an article and a really sweet picture of this Terrafugia airplane car, which drives around like a little car and then its wings unfold and it turns into a plane. I mean, totally, totally cool. But in this post 9/11 world, ain't never gonna happen to virtually no one to get an airplane car. Sad, but probably true. ThinkGeek has an Initech t-shirt, and it just has the Initech logo on it, and it has the phrase below the Initech logo, "What's good for the company?" Of course, then they have to go and ruin it by putting a little Office Space logo on the sleeve. Would have been much better to just play it completely straight. By the way, I use a program called Zorax Contact Sheet. It's freeware, it's pretty simple, and it takes a folder full of JPEGs and makes a bunch of thumbnails. I just set the background and the text to white, so none of the file names showed. But pretty good. You can do the same thing with Photoshop, but this is a nice little dedicated app. BetaNews.com has an article on a site called CrowdSpring, and it's kind of like a graphic design eBay bidding site. People can come and post a creative project, and then the artists kind of bid on the project and upload their stuff on it. Kind of a neat idea. With a lot of competition. It sounds more like the buyer's market than the seller's market, but it's quite the Web 2.0 world out there. Gizmodo has a cool article where they talk to a Nokia executive who says that basically internet video calling comes down to a lack of interest because the way you hold the phone is generally below your head, and it makes you look like you have a double chin, and nobody likes that image of themselves. And that if there was some way to get the MySpace angle where you hold the camera above your head, more people would probably want to do video calling. And I think that's probably true. Boing Boing had a link to Pilot View, which is a small camera and a small headset. You mount the camera to a RC plane or car, and then you wear the headset, and supposedly you can drive as if you're in the little remote-controlled device. It's $549 and actually looks pretty slick. Oh, and if you click the link to that webpage that I have in the links bar below this video, you'll also see some video of the pilot cam in action, and it's pretty slick. Saw an article on Dig that basically says that Comedy Central is going to have The Daily Show and The Colbert Show up in its entirety on their site soon, which is kind of cool. Not that you can't find it on the internet, on the BitTorrents and exciting things like that, but it's nice that they're finally releasing a legit source to watch those if you miss them on TV or your DVR fracks up or something. Hey, also in the links, a link to my friends Adam and Comfort's cat photos, because, you know, the internet needs a lot of cat photos, and they definitely deliver, because Obi-Wan, which is the name of their cat, they have a photo of him with an actual hood, so you gotta go see that. New season of Venture Brothers starts up today, and according to blog at Newsarama, the Adult Swim website already has the episode up on the internet. And that, I think, is all I have for now. Goodbye, Internet. If you want to see the links, go to my blog.